So on this video, we're going to go a little bit longer. I'm sorry if I'm talking fast, but I'm trying to keep these videos short. As like I said, I don't want to deal with waiting for 4 days to download a video because I think it's ridiculous, and I don't use a computer. I only use my phone. Okay, so that's why we're making these short. So next review. Husky, I believe this is a 18-inch breaker bar. Works great for small things. I like the feel of it. It's built pretty well. And I have no issues with it. But I did... Here, let me turn you down so you can see. Okay, so let's see here. Let me turn this way just to here. There we go. So there's that guy. But I did have trouble using this, which I shouldn't have, breaking my timing belt, my pulleys, I don't know what you call them, pulley, sprocket, whatever, on the dual overhead cam, the cam pulleys. They weren't coming loose easy with this. Someone had put them on wrong at a shop on my buddy's truck, and had over torqued them with an air ratchet, I think, didn't use a torque wrench, all that fancy giddy up. So we went and bought the next size, which is the 2 foot to, well, I don't know, 1.5 feet or whatever to 2 foot extendable breaker bar. Here, let me back up for you to see that. See, you pull this and it notches in, so you can put it here, you can put it here, you can put it here. It goes all the way out to 2 feet, people. And let me tell you, I didn't think I would ever need a 2 foot breaker bar, because I thought I'll just put a cheater pipe on this one, right? Well, let me tell you, when I had the cheater pipe on this, I was hanging from the engine stand on the bolt and could not get it to break loose. But when I took a 2 foot breaker bar, similar to this, I borrowed one before I bought it, just to make sure it's what I needed, it broke loose. So with that being said, this is great for certain applications, but this is better. So don't waste your time and money on getting this guy right here, like I did first, when you could buy this guy from the gate and it extends and also shrinks in for your tighter areas. I would suggest you just buy the $80 guy versus spending 80 bucks and then another like 40, 50, 60 bucks on this guy, because now I have breaker bars. I'm in another 140 bucks here. Home Depot, Husky. I'm always buying Husky. So on this review, we're going to push it to 10-minute video, which is our max where I like to be, because we're going to go straight into reviewing back to the digital 3/8 torque wrench that we had bought. We had tested it now and have not done a video on testing it and how it operates. But I want to go back over it and explain that I love this torque wrench. This torque wrench works great. I'll explain the operations, even though I'm not going to show it. But right here on the LCD screen, when you read up on it, it'll say that it has vibration, beeping mode. So the handle vibrates. It also beeps for sound, so it tells you when you're at the correct torque. And it also clicks to tell you it's at the right torque. But on this LCD screen, it will change colors. It will go from a bright blue to a like yellow or green to a red, and will also notify you when you're pushing the right torque. I haven't read on that, but I believe when it's in the red, it's not good. When it's in the green, you're correct on torquing that bolt, and so forth. So we can go over that in another video, but I just didn't want to go over it because we're reviewing Husky tools today, and how they are a decent tool for a beginning set up for a mechanic, or even somebody who wants to do it all day, because I'm gonna probably just keep buying Husky tools, because for the price You can't beat it. I seen a review on 3/8 drive husky wrench. You know, it wasn't the greatest, but it did torque all the way to 240 foot per pounds, which to me, if you're getting that out of a 3/8 drive ratchet before it breaks, I don't think you need much more than that. I mean, if you're trying to break shit loose with a 3/8 ratchet, then go get a breaker bar. Which will lead me to that this guy here, the 3/8, doesn't torque all the way to the max foot per pounds on the engine I'm doing. So we had to go down and buy the non-digital 1/2" drive 2-foot torque wrench, which cost us another $89. We have not used this yet. There's plenty of reviews. We're just adding it in for the fun of it to the review, because we're gonna go over that it has the same as the breaker bar, and then you turn it. There's reviews on how to use it and set it, so I'm not gonna go over that, but it feels durable, sturdy. I feel it would do the job, you know, for what we're getting into, as in the next 4 months we're transitioning from handyman work to mechanic work, which I don't see any difference, because I feel that a traditional handyman does both houses and mechanic work if they're a real handyman. And then that will lead us into this little guy here, which I picked up for the hell of it, because I found out that some stuff only needs inches per foot, pounds per torque. And the reason we're going to review this one is because if you buy this digital 3/8 drive, you can set it for inches per pound as well, and you don't really need this. But if you gotta get into a tight spot and still do some torquing on some smaller stuff, or you work on small motors, this might be all you need, like if you're doing lawn mowers, whatever. But why not have this set and just get her done, right? So we got her, because I'm just a glutton for punishment, and just I'm a tool-aholic, as my wife would probably tell you. So it's smaller, you know, just a smaller version of the big 1/2". Same thing, pops down, but on this one, instead of measuring foots per pound, it measures inches per pound, or I believe I'm saying that right, and it adjusts the same way, okay? So, but if we're to be honest about the quality of their tools, I really like the Husky brand tools. I feel that they're a good quality for a cheaper tool. It feels good, it feels good weight, which any watchmaker, anybody who knows products, when you're dealing with metal products and things like metal guns, for instance, like revolvers, semi-automatic pistols, pocket watches, wrist watches, a watchmaker will tell you a good quality watch has weight behind it, because that means it doesn't have cheap plastic gears in it. It doesn't have cheap brass parts and brass gears and cheap shit in it. It has titanium heavy gearing in it. That's why a wristwatch, when you weigh it, it typically has a better mechanism in it. So when I feel the weight behind a wrench, I feel that the mechanism is going to be a good mechanism. I feel that it's going to have a good quality to it. That's why I base around that. We're pushing our 10-minute mark, so that's it for this video, folks. Our next one today we'll do of the shop, where we're going to build our tattoo and hair studio projects we have going. We'll do a quick video on that, and then I'll start downloading these videos, and we'll get back to you guys. We're probably going to start this channel dominantly for our tattoo channel, but for all our fellow tattoo artists out there who like to wrench too, we will do some mechanic videos to appease and accommodate those things. And have a good day, and we will be right back with a shop video to download.